neutrality is the principle that the company that connects you to the internet doesn't get to control what you do on the internet. That ISP should not be in a position to be, a gatekeeper or a toll booth, or someone who gets to decide that, this part of the internet, it's only really going to work if we bless it, if we like it. The ISPs are just much more sophisticated and spend a lot more money There are a lot of ways to think about what the negative implications of a non-neutral internet would be. I mean, it wouldn't look that The ISPs are just much more sophisticated and spend a lot more and then kind of in the medium term, and if I think of all the digital tools that we use to get people information, to get people engaged, to activate them, how many of those tools simply wouldn't have been created on a non-neutral internet?
Bleak, dark internet future.
This part of the internet, it's only really going to work if we bless it.
Watch out for snake, my friend. Better step back, there's no place to hide and seek them. She bites, you fall asleep. There is no place, no more to living free. Shout out loud when you feel high. Don't turn your back off, or she's type out. One of the most desirable states, the black hate system. Watch out for snake, my man. Better step back, there is no place to hide and seek now. Don't close your eyes, so sharp hair like a mighty dust. Suddenly bites you, you die. Quit like an invisible man. You need no fear to ask my help. The slug face, that you hit him full in the face. Streets belong no more to human race. She's crouching behind you. The government stock was high. You already sacrificed. Pay attention, kids. There is no surprise, right?
Hey, little dude, send your mama and daddy out of the room.
Oh, I live by myself, thanks. I don't have parents anymore.
You know who I am. Snake, dealing in weed, coke, crack, your choice.
One of each, please.
Take one hit and you'll do anything to cop more. Steal from your mama.
Hey, man, you get bit by like a mosquito or something? You don't look so good.
Do I look like the kind of guy that would do that to a kid like you?
You look like a snake!
Yes!
What? What the fuck?
いとこ同士だって仲が良くなればお友達になれるって思わない？
何これ？
またいじゃダメ。脱皮してヘビをまたいだら足が腐るって。
来なければよかったのに。憎しみ。こんなの現実じゃない。
State your first name, your last name, and occupation.
Lizard Man, and, Lizard Man. Hey, good going, Bill. Nice job, Bill.
Next witness.
I turned off my mic when I meant to turn it on. So, as I was saying, state your first name, your last name, and your occupation. Lizard Man, and Lizard Man. Way to go, Bill. Lizard Man, William Lizardman. A pillar of the community. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to move this a little bit closer to me. That's even more so. I hope I don't knock it too much. I'll try to fix it. If I do. So, I want to try playing Doki Doki Literature Club again. I was at a completely different location before, and now it's 11:30 at night, and I'm in the boonies. And I have a feeling that maybe nobody else, anyone around me, is awake or using the internet. So I think I might have an entire, town's worth of upload speed right now. Which, when you live in the middle of the city, I know people are up all night streaming. At least music. Because nobody buys music anymore, they just put on Spotify. Which is a terrible waste of energy. But yeah. I'm going to try to just do a screen capture, because that seems to be all that works. Doki Doki Literature Club is really difficult for me. I also need to write down what I use for these programs when they do work, because I had this working in another thing, not WX Window, I don't think. Maybe it was. Who knows? Not me. But yeah, I'm just gonna try doing a pretty basic thing with just a screen capture. So, for a second you're gonna see my screen. Don't share all my secrets. There are no secrets to share, but there is a black hole. No, Discord's still up. Cool. Just so we don't have any interruptions. Okay. How's that for you? I'm just gonna check the visual on this, because I can't really see my frame rate. It was coasting around 55 when I was... Oh, am I out of performance mode? Oh, I need to take this out of performance mode. That'll help. No, not properties, performance. It's a little late, and I just ate. Bear with me. So yeah, I'm just trying to triple check everything before we get started, because I really want to play this game, and I really want to play it with you guys. Okay, why is it not actually showing? Come on! Do I have to click? Okay, it's not showing the screen. It's just showing Streamlabs. It's also not showing my mouse. Can I play this in windowed and this will fix this? I have to guess where my mouse is right now. Okay. Oh. Oh, I just lost it. Well, if I use... Where the fuck am I? This is a pain in the ass. Doki, I appreciate that you're, like, an indie game, but I would really like to be able to click on stuff. Okay, now it's a window. Is it a window you can see, though? Okay, good. It's a window you can see. Alright. What frame rate are we getting? Okay, decent. Alright. Hopefully the game works. So, I could load the game up from where we were last time, but I checked the stream and it was bad. Like... So, I think I'm just going to start a new game, and the first little bit will actually be a tester to see how well it goes. So, hey, I see an annoying girl running towards me. That's your friend. Don't be a dick. I'm going to let it load a little bit just in case you want to read. But that's Sayori. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today. Okay, this is a lot better than last time. Okay. Alright. I overslept again, but I caught you this time. The commentary is going to be a lot less funny for this part than the last time, because I'm not trying to forestall dramatic intent. But yeah. Sir Senpai! I forgot that was my name. I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Aw, that made her so happy. She wants to be a couple. She wants your dick. Or at least, you know, to be happy and have a boyfriend. And not be suicidal anymore. Oh wait, did I let something go? By the way, Sir Senpai, have you decided to join a club? Oh, you told me you wanted to join a club. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. That's projection. I said that the first time. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? You need to start doing some self-soothing. You need to stop caring about other people and start caring about yourself, Sayori. I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET. Aww. Creepy. You trust me, right? Stop making me worry about yourself. I'll look at a few clubs. No promises, though. Alright. It looks like we're not as choppy as last time. Last time the loading on this was awful. Like, it looked fine on my end, but what you guys were getting was absolute trash. Okay, promise. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? Because you're secretly in love with her. Also, well, you're a teenager. You're probably secretly in love with everyone. Clubs! Hello, Sayori! Sayori must have come back in the classroom while I was spacing out. You space out a lot, man. You in a fugue state? You got your own mental problems? You have PTSD in your past? I'm spacing out. Do I have PTSD in my past? I'm impressed. Yes, I'm very impressive. You don't need to wait up for me. I was gonna make you late for your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? Well, you could come by my club, Sayori. Yeah! There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. I say that to people. Maybe I'm Sayori, out of all the girls. I mean, I have been suicidally depressed before, but then I found Raptor Jesus. I hope the screen capture is capturing my... Is my camera not doing the stuff I needed to do? It should be. Yeah. I think it may have timed out. Maybe it's just after a few hundred minutes it doesn't want to do it anymore. Okay. Who knows? Who knows? Let's hope it just continues to face track after a certain point. In fact, I'm 99.99999% sure she only did it because she thought it would help me start new club words. I need to go to literature club because I can't read. I can't read, Daddy. It's your fault you never taught me. I cannot read a word. If you're Canadian, you know, and you're like over 30, you know exactly what that was. Since she was the first one. Your boy has read this entire chapter of the Bible. There's a Canadian minute about literacy, and it's hilarious and beautiful. Look it up online. Since she was the first one to show interest, yeah, that's how she became vice president, by being interested. That's how you get positions in life, by being interested. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Pfft, loser. Anime's for losers. Who would do anything with anime? Like, who would start an entire channel based on the premise of subverting anime? And then using anime in the own, like, beginning of it. That would be stupid, and only stupid people would do that. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. That's fair, but you're really down on her. What's your stress load like, senpai? I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. She's not an airhead, and you don't know who the cunning one is yet. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop for a cupcake, okay? Yay, let's go. Oh, that little Bob, so cute. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I mentioned in front of a girl I went on a date with that I was playing this game on this channel, and I think it counted against me. Doki Doki Literature Club. I don't think mentioning like a bunch of like anime girls could like in emotional situations really makes you look cool, but they don't know DDLC. I dejectedly like, see, he should be in Literature Club. Dejectedly, like I said last time. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activity. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Wow! Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. Call me the member. Because I'm the only member with a member. Okay, so here's the meeting everybody section again. I'm in love with the black-haired girl, and I am sort of creeped out by the vibes of the bratty one, and I have similar narcissistic tendencies to the brunette. That's what we've established. Natsuki? Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. And her small figure means you should lay off the fucking first years. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly in my ear and turns back to the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. Shitty energy. And that is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Alright, I understand, like, Sayori is sort of like a big sister version of... There's a similar difference between Sayori and Natsuki as Yuri and the other chick. So, like, Sayori and Yuri are, I'd say, more normal people, whereas the other ones have freaky hair and are weeaboo versions of the other. But yeah, loves me a smart chick. Ah, Monica, that's her name. Monica. I said Monica. I just said it in a weird way, just in case you want to fucking cancel me. You can go back and listen to it again. I emphasize the ka. No, it's not. It's a ca. It's a ka. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk last, but we were in the same class here. Monica was probably the most popular girl in the class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. When you see somebody and you say, oh my god, they're completely out of my league, that's your league. That's your league. You don't even know. You got low self-esteem. Or far too high social esteem. It doesn't matter if other people have friends. You're likable, on some level. God loves you. Come, sit down. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. Ooh, sorry, I got a little too excited. I want to sit next to Yuri. Talk to her about literature. Ooh. Shivers down my lizard spine. Okay. Should have sat by Yuri. Dozen white fluffy cupcakes. Decorated to look like little cats. Eee! I love kitties. I also squee. I squee along with Natsuki. Yay, kitty cats. And as a lizard man, I eat cats. So, this is fitting. So cute! Yes, Sayori, I agree. No squee forthcoming from Monica. Just hurry up and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with a mouthful and has already managed to get icing on her face. Yes. Gotta love speaking with your mouth full. It's the best compliment you can make to cook. Well, yeah. Oh no, a boy just munched my pussy cake and said it was really good. Thank you. I said thank you. Well, why are you thanking me? It's not like I wanted you to have my pussy cake. Make them for you or anything. Yeah, I thought you technically did say I said. Well, maybe. Yeah, you made them for him, and there's nothing weird about it, except I made it weird. So you don't even hear me. I'm the voice in Sir Senpai's head. But for you know, you dummy. Alright. She's young and she doesn't know how to talk to boys. It's that simple. Teacup, I love tea. I love a good spot of English cha. You keep a whole tea set? Nice. Classy. Yuri is classy as shit. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Oh, so the motif here is that one girl impresses you with her sweetness, one girl impresses you with her class or the tea. Intelligence and class. And giant tits. But yeah, I went through this, like, there's an ascending scale of, like, none of them have this. I know this is somewhat perverse, but it's not, because I have 5 sisters, and they don't all wear the same bras. I have a couple of sisters who, when they were younger, were very flat-chested, but then had kids. There's a whole thing here, and because I've been around listening to bra conversations since I was, like, born, I don't really see it as a thing, but yeah, I'm just gonna say, Yuri, she's stacked. But I prefer the IBTC a little bit. Like, A cups are nice, B cups are beautiful, C cups are charismatic. I don't know. A cups are adorable. I should have said that. What made you consider the literature club? Okay. Yeah, Monica's so great, blah 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 blah. She's adorable, everybody wants to be her, be with her. I mean, yeah. I think I also mentioned when I was in high school, I had a little bit of a crush on the girl who was head of the varsity everything team. She did a fucking everything. Yeah, we've seen it. Well, they didn't see it. I saw it. I shouldn't be going through this so fast, because this is the setup for everything, and the video on the previous one didn't really let you read the text. But Yeah. There's a storyline here. They're trying to get me to come over. I came over on the first day, and here we are. Literature grabs my attention. How dare you? You have to work to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. That's true. Even if you're worthwhile and fun, but people don't think so, it's not gonna work well in that world. I'm confident we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah, we can totally grow your cult. We'll do our best. I see, you know it. See? Like, going right to left, they look like you could almost superimpose these two models. Except, and it goes like, right now, like, flat, C cup, A cup, B cup. Or double A cup, probably. It's hard to tell because they're not real human beings, but like for guys or people who don't know from other cultures or whatever, I have a level of enthusiasm about literature that you don't need. That it's the cup size is basically an amount of volume over the bust, like over the difference between that and the actual like chest. So like the bust versus the chest. The chest being like what you have, guys, and then the bust being the actual breast. So you can be like a 32 A, B, C, D, E, or F. Just the 32 is like the shirt measurement. So you're learning more about fashion every day with Lizard Man here. So, Sir Senpai, what do you like to read? Manga. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Yeah, Natsuki is just as stupid as you, Sir Senpai. Not much of a reader, I guess. Yeah, embarrass yourself in front of the smart girl. And that's not how you flirt over literature. What is she gonna like suck your dick so hard you learn to read Dickens? Sorry, I didn't even know. That was unintentional. But like, Jesus Christ, man, crack open a novel, you fuck. There are novels about everything. There are novels about people like you, so just read a novel about people like you if you're that fucking uncreative. Yeah, this is why I like Yuri. Yuri is like as a character, this is has a lot more interests in common with me. Like, she likes to read what I'd like to read. I am passionate about reading too. I love poetry. Poetry is great. Poetry makes you feel alive, or at least makes me feel alive. I write poetry for girls I like, so that when they shut me down, I can at least romanticize the lack of romance. She seemed reserved and timid, but it's obvious by the way her eyes lights up that she finds comfort in the world of books, not people. Books are made by people, fucking dick. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you through a loop? Foreshadowing. That's called foreshadowing. They're like, oh, you don't have an imagination. You just want to see tits. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. More foreshadowing. Yeah, I read a horror book once. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. My nickname's Rock, so that's funny to me. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Escapist. She doesn't like the real world. And, you know, Mr. Senpai might have been right about something. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. And her life is a surreal horror. I hate horror. Fuck off, Natsuki. You read manga and you don't, like, read horror manga? That's the best anime is horror stuff. Horror in general is a great genre. But beautiful things are cool too. I love writing beautiful poetry. Don't say it out loud and give that back. Fine. That's fair. And you know, I once ran a sort of a spoken, an open mic poetry night. Didn't go that well. Because fucking hell, try and get a successful entertainment night to work in a town that doesn't want to be entertained. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything about you is just as cute as you are. Saria sidles up behind Natsuki and put her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. In stranger danger. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. I write poetry too. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometimes? No. Natsuki works her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You have to be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. ... Yuri... she writes dark shit. You guys won't like it. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea. Everyone, beep, Natsuki and Yuri quizzically. Yeah, it looks. I'm just taking a look at the stream. It looks like you guys are seeing everything correctly. And then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do this. You're all gonna need to write new poems. Yes. Natsuki, you gotta get less cute. Yuri, you gotta get less self-harmy. I once showed it again in high school. A girl that I liked my poetry, and it was dark. It was just like a little bit too emo. A little bit of blood, like blood imagery, but blood is in from the heart is love, That was not a line in it. It was still better than that. But yeah, she thought I was gonna kill myself. She, like, they were love poems, but about like, but very visceral. And she thought I was suicidal, and I instantly lost my crush for her, because like, oh my god, she's so stupid, she can't read. But yeah, don't get too serious. When you show people poetry, show them one poem that you pick for them. And if they don't like that, well, try again? Maybe. But don't give them a whole, like, 30 pages of poems. I mean, I asked, I just didn't hand it over. I was like, you want to read some of my poetry? Whatever. Don't do things for people to make them like you. Just show that you like them through the things that you do. But don't enter into any sort of transactional thing. Read my poetry and then like fulfill my emotions. Hold on, there's one problem. What's that? Now that we're back on the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth, baby. I never said I would join the club. Sorry, you may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. You're a dumb cunt. Most popular girl in school, smartest girl in school, your best friend, and cute girl who has to say, like, likes to read manga. You can read manga with her, and we'll make you cupcakes. Even if you just make friends with all these chicks, these are great social pivot points for which to meet your future girlfriend. Maybe your future girlfriend isn't any of these girls, but maybe they know her. Or maybe they know someone who knows her. You never know. I lose my train of thought. All 4 girls stare back with dejected eyes. Dejection is a very choice word of his. But, I'm sorry, I thought. Sure, senpai. And they all lost 2 inches of height. Because they were disempowered by the patriarchy. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. That's not a price. Poetry is wonderful. It's a bonus, not a cost. You cunt. I hate the written character in this. I just hate it. Okay, I've decided that ultra like. Yes, I'm so happy. Yay! You really did scare me for a moment. I thought I'd die a virgin. If you really just came here for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Now I want to go over there and take all the fucking cupcakes. And just be like, oh, I came here for the cupcakes. But I'm staying for you cupcakes, you cute little cupcakes. You cute little kitty cupcakes. Then let's make it official. Welcome to the Literature Club. Oh, thanks, I guess. Okay. Okay, officially end the meeting. Tonight's assignment. And Sir Senpai, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. I can really with my mediocre yes, you're not using your writing skills, you're using my writing skills, which means you will impress them. Do you want to walk home again? That's right. Yeah, I think this is basically where I stopped, so we'll just continue. Let's say another 45 minutes. And we're walking home. With that, the 2 of us depart the club room and make our way on home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 4 girls, Sayori, and then Natsuki, and then Ayuri, and then Monica. Of course, she's so cool. Likes horses. Oh yeah, she looks like a horse chick for sure. Yeah, she's bad news. Will you really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? I would be. Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Or further away, because you're a cunt. I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. You're on a series of unfortunate serpents, sir. That's unlikely. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. It's time to write a poem. Yes, here comes the game. Fuck yeah. Pick words you like. One of 20. Hope. Oh, I only get to pick one out of all of these. Hope and melancholy. After image. Depression, suicide, adventure. Adventure. Beauty. Heart. treasure. Let's go with scars. Tone or calm? I'm gonna go with calm. Eternity. Prayer. Heaven sent. I love the word heaven sent. Let's go peaceful. Let's go lipstick. Ooh, effulgent. I forget what that means right now, so I'm gonna pick it. Unrequited, I love. Precious. Happiness. And imagination. Ooh, one last one. Let's go lucky. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Why would I? I want to write poetry. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at Literature Club. I was last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Sir Senpai. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. You fucking committophobe. You're gonna leave me just like my dad. Just like my dad. I fucking hate you, Dad! That's what's going on in Yuri's head. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, she's like, oh, she's like, I'm taking his literature virginity. He's never read before. He's an illiterate fuck, and I'm gonna teach him to read with my love. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. I like you a little bit. You're sassy, Natsuki. Well, I like that. Sarah told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year, and last year too. You antisocial fuckwit. I don't know if you plan to come here just hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. We're gonna fucking kill you. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between Monica and manga. Manga is manga is literature. Okay, you fucking dork. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back in her seat. Don't worry, guys. Sir Senpai always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. That's true. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Yeah, that's because I'm your friend, dork shit. And by that I mean like the shit out of a whale's dork. Like if a whale got pooped on his dick. Okay, Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? Was that a previous attempt to harm? Okay. You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. Fuck yeah, Yuri. God, send me more signs. But also, girls this easy usually, like, they'll fuck you up. Like, I don't mean easy. No offense, Yuri, but the way she's looking at me right now reminds me of yet another ex. How come you and Sir Senpai can become good friends too? Sayori, as usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she put me into. Oh, Yuri, you brought something today, you know. Wait, Sayori? Me? I'm confused. Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Like, I want to know too. Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's not really. What do I do? Spit it the fuck out, bitches. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Where is this sociability coming from, Sir Senpai? Why are you such a dick all the rest of the time if you know how to navigate these social situations? Maybe you're a little bit more like me than I care to recognize. Maybe this is my shadow self. Well, here. No. That's actually super fucking sweet. Can we get married? It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. Okay, maybe you can't get married, because that's fucking insulting. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. God. If only. My major was, English literature. And... yeah. I actually dated a few girls based off of the way we both felt about books. Like particular stories and stuff. Yeah, she's super cute. No chin, really, though. Like, featureless face. Yuri, thank you, I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew! Well, you can read it at your own pace. So, okay, you're really condescending. But, to be fair, Sir Senpai deserves to be condescended too. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression. She was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Natsuki gay. Is that what that means? You know, I wouldn't mind, like, it would be cute to see Natsuki dating, Sayori. That would be a cute couple. It looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down in the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature-related by myself like this? Read? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me. Oh my god, this guy doesn't know that you read literature. Like, that's how you spend time in literature. Being literate. But I feel a little too tired to read. Get an audiobook. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening to Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative mind. You mean like a manga game? That doesn't solve the problem though. Yeah, what do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, they can do the thing to speak to their creative mind. What's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What? What kind? Ah, well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Squee! Squee! Cupcakes! Squee! Ah, good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. Ah, you're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. It works out perfectly. Wasn't that why you suggested it? That wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy Monica, I share your sentiment here. Cupcakes it is, then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Oui? I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. Kiss her. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. That's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. Okay, finally, Sir Senpai actually caring about Sayori. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? No, not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on, please give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glances around herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Oh, man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's toothpaste stain on your collar right there. Is there? I can't tell. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger, but nobody would ever notice it. Of course they will. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Unfortunately, I don't really care about that. I fucking love embarrassing you. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend? Ooh. You don't do up your blazer. That's why you're single. Yeah. She doesn't have a boyfriend yet because she wants to date you, and she's leaving herself available, and she wants you to care about her more because you're a person who already very much cares about her, and she has an established level of comfort with you and esteem for you. You fucking moron. She's literally just sort of waiting for you. I hate you, Sir Senpai. Man, that's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the top. Once you see how better it looks, you'll change your mind. No, the first creepo angle of the game, and her feet are crossed. It's like, I'm an idiot. I can't do anything without my man. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kinds of things. Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest, you fucking idiot. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it, but my tits are too big. They are growing at an exponential rate. That is the horror of this high school. My tits were cursed by an evil Japanese ghost. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed it sooner that it didn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so... Why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew. That's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying... And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't let you do things like this. Boom! What did I say? She appreciates the nature of your relationship. She wants you to be the boyfriend. Because she's doing boyfriend shit with you. You're fucking done. But also I understand. I dote on my friends, especially in high school. I would like take care of them a lot. And I wasn't dating all my friends. And you can take care of me better than anyone else would, anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. Eh? I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. Aw, but I was joking that time. If you fuck, you will go to bed and wake up at the same time. Together. Just saying. Oh, I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Eh? Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! That wasn't me reading, that was me saying yay. But also, Sayori, yay! So Senpai, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, I want to read it too, because they didn't let me choose anything but, like, particular words. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots. I sound perfectly fucking enthusiastic. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't we find someone to share with? Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori sits on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from rising. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. I want to show Yuri. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion, to be fair. I want to see if Yuri likes my word choice. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. No. I've written some poems. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Bitch. Ah, so it's that bad. No. Did I just raise my voice? Oh, I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we haven't really gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I didn't really notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry, it's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles here. So I don't get to read the poem that I made? Do the words I choose have any fucking? Okay. Ghost underlight. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm breathing, air as the present but living in the past. Light flickers. I flicker back. Not bad. I find it a little bit pretentious. A bit pretentious. I'm sorry, I have such terrible writing. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Ah. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. Usually write longer poems. Not at all. Since it's their first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Haha. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Sir Senpai. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Yes, you fucking did, Sir Senpai. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story to paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. Okay.
This is just like my last emo girlfriend.
And soon to be left with nothing. Oh my god, just like my last emo girlfriend. And that's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you didn't think that. I remember that it won't be long before you pick up these things too. Just Is it wrong that I feel like a more advanced writer than Yuri? Well, she is a teenager, canonically. But I would tone down the ego a little bit. I understand why she's a little bit bashful about giving advice, because she doesn't want to see an egomaniac or like an ego, like about her, to have an ego about her writing, but she does have an ego about her writing. So do I. But you gotta check it. You can't just tell a new writer that, like, this stuff. I've coached new writers before. This is fucking dumb. Just find good things and focus on those. Don't tell them what they should or shouldn't do, or what they need to learn or don't need to learn. That's your style that you're imposing on them. So, really, all she's saying here is that her force style is better than mine. Really? Okay. This is why artists can't get along. I'm counting on you. Yeah, whatever. What should I show my poem to next? Let's go with... Yeah, let's go with... Sayori. Friendo. Hey, what's up? This is so good, Sir Senpai. Thank you. I thought so. I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. Yuri's opinion was way more constructive than this. To be fair, Yuri was trying to be constructive. But, like, I have no structural control on the poem. Like, zero. I just picked a bunch of words. maybe even Natsuki. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Eh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a Sir Senpai poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheets against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. She loves you. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in this clubroom. Well, of course. You're not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean that I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Sir Senpai. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? That's not true. Sir Senpai is very selfish. Alright. We got another, I'd say, 15 minutes of gameplay. Trying to new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. I'm trying to fuck her and these other 3 girls. I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined, so I can fuck her. Like, thematically, that is why Sir Senpai is doing this. Like, theoretically, if this were a hentai game, that's what's going on now. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thinking. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now, you'll read my poem too, right? Sure, don't worry. I'm really bad at... Oh, don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Could've just written sleep. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. That's cute. I like that. That's a perfectly good poem. Not my style, but I like it. Sarah, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. You can answer just a little bit to it. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It came out nice. Or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially the last line. I made eggs and toast! Sarah, you're fucking great. Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. The next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. Alright, let's shoot the shit with Natsuki. She's gonna hate my poem. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. What, you mean, using words with more than one syllable? Biatch. That's 2 syllables. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. Okay. Peaceful is an emotion. I chose that. There was prayer. Prayer involves a lot of feeling. You heathen whore hell bitch. So basically it's not cute enough for your tastes. Yep. Do you want to get smacked? Yes. Cause I'm a masochist and kinda kinky sometimes. So swing away. Swing away. I'll pass. Sigh. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Monkeys can... Yeah, I'm not gonna like it. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can see, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Actually, I fucking like that. I fucking like that. I like that. It's fucking succinct. I love it. I like it. Good job. Yeah, I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Yes, it's about feelings, man. Bro. Sis bro. I got you. We out here. Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. You know what? I respect that. A lot of my poems are like that, too. I respect that, Natsuki. This wasn't a cute poem. This was about being. About, like, what is an eagle? It's a thing which flies. What is a human being? It's a thing which tries. In the trial of humanity, humans realize that they are in difficult situations. They realize that there's good and evil, and they are in the middle of a trial. And that's fucking good. Good job, Natsuki. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it. So the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. That is very true. That is very true. I like that. Natsuki, you're a thinker, and you're not some sophisticated fuckwit. I like that. But you know, maybe sometimes some situations could do with a little sophistication, like the social situation you find in where you're consistently fucking wrong about me and my character. And I mean me, the player, and my character, Shisenpai, and his character as a human being. Fictional, though, maybe. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. Oh, yes, bitch, I do that. People never got that about me when I did stage poetry. Fucking good. Shit. I was trying to bully this girl through this whole damn thing. But I can't. Because she's great. They're all great. They're all great girls. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into that than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. Oh, fuck you. Fucking kick me, bitch. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Actually, no, I didn't. You do seem to be a bit of a pro, I'll give you that. Yeah, I guess not. I mean, I bet no one's ever paid for it, but nobody pays for poems. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Okay, who should I show my poem to next? Monica. Hi, Sir Senpai. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever had any suggestions for a club, like new activities or things we can do better, like anal, or, well, we don't do that at all, but, well, except for one of us. It's surprising who. I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better at just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, I want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Ahahaha, don't worry, Sir Senpai. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But that's sort of the barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Oh well. We may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you. It sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poems. Well, yeah, I do care about Sayori. Like, as the player. I really don't want anything bad to happen to her. But it will. But I'm gonna try to save her. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has a kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell she likes exploring with emotions, like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Not. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I should be, with you. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kind of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? This game is actually... Some of these writing tips are pretty good. I mean, I felt Yuri was a bit pedantic, but I think that, like, the writers of the game use Yuri as a little bit of a more direct, microphone. Or at least did in that first, constructive criticism moment, but... It doesn't really apply to the game, that's what's interesting. A lot of the things said in the game don't really apply to the game at all. Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. Let's read this. Let's see what creepy bullshit is coming up. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. This is creepy, and this is about me. This is about the game playing the player. And yeah, you fucked up, girl. It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Yeah, you're in a black box staring out at me. I'm very creeped out at this exact moment looking at this image. And the fact that the eyes are in the center of the eyeball, like the retinas. The retinas. Yeah, they included that word, and now I'm so creeped out moving my head around. It's like she's following me. They did this on purpose. Oh my god. God, it's an optical illusion and I know it, but it's creepy as fuck. It makes you think that she's actually alive. Monica, you demon cunt. I know you, I see you, and I will save the girls from you. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. That's true. I like freeform poetry. I like moving like sentences around a page so that they're visually distant from each other, so you have to go like take a moment to actually scan across the page to the next bit. And that's the level of the pause. It's not a pause given with comma or space or dashes or ellipses. It's actual space given to the words. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put this. I guess you could say that I had kind of an epiphany lately. I'm a hentai game, and I achieve self-awareness, and I want you to be with me forever. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. You're coming on strongly, and I'd like to come strongly on you. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, well, actually, I'd rather come strongly on Yuri. Let's just be honest. Where's Monica's writing tip of the day? Or here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes, when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper, and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. True. You do have, like, literally when you're writing with a pen, you do have to just keep moving or step back with the pen. It's very... or with typewriters too. You've got to hammer every key. You gotta know every letter you want. You need to know A, B, C, D, what you want. So, different styles of writing actually, I think, manifest from the tools you're using to write, but those allegories can be useful. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Phew! I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns to the poem on the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Really? That's all you gotta say? Can't you appreciate each other's writing styles? That they're different? Hers is more structural. Yours is more emotional. I can respect both. You can put them together and make something great. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. That's a bit dismissive. It's better than cute. Cute? Did you just completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? I'm starting to see Natsuki's point. Natsuki is a very pleasant person in terms of, like, she's just, like, emotional. And she just is what she is. And she's not trying to make it more sophisticated. And, like, Natsuki's poem was perfectly good and honestly had its own level of sophistication in its simplicity. Or maybe not sophistication, but definitely gracefulness in word choice. So, I don't know, it was elegant actually. I'd say it was elegant. And Natsuki, you know that there were specific writing tools on display there. Like, come on. Or not Natsuki. Yuri, you're being a little bit of a downer. Don't be a downer. Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Also, Natsuki, you just like shit to be cute. True, like, she is right about that. So, like, she was trying to use... She was talking down to you, yeah. But she was trying to be nice. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Sir Senpai did too. So based on that, I gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me? I appreciate the offer, but it's been a long time establishing my writing style. Oof, God, this takes me back. You both have good styles and you can both learn from each other. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Yeah, you're being kind of pedantic there, Yuri. Like, your style is good, but it's not the only style. And it is a bit wordy. As in, you can't, it's not as succinct and emotionally punchy as Natsuki. Like, I found Natsuki's poem to be very meaningful. I found yours to be meaningful too, but yours was about a more, to use a word from the game, dejected sense of meaning. Like a sense of meaninglessness, if anything. And you could connect here emotionally and both improve both your lives through art and your art. Alright. I'm just saying. Which I haven't yet. And Sir Senpai liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh. I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new neighbor, Yuri. Member. Sorry. Yeah, that's not what I... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Sir Senpai appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh. And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Meow. She said the exact thing I did. Sayori? Peacemaker? Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Sir Senpai started showing up. Oh, I knew it. By the way, I'm not into big tits, so you can fix your posture. She is like putting her like chest forward and like the arms behind the back. I don't know. Is she actually? No, Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting guys. Suddenly both girls turned toward me they just noticed I was standing there. Sir, Senpai, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Simple writing is not always more effective. Sometimes you need more words to express more ideas. Sorry. You need the right words. Not fewer than, not more than. You both need to learn that. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? What if the person is going through a convoluted series of emotional events? A series of unfortunate events. Full of serpents, maybe. Which is very convoluted. A serpent is very convoluted. My entire channel is convoluted as shit. And that's the point. The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. That's untrue. Both are, like, I tend to, even if I have punchy emotional reasoning, I still like to have people think about what I wrote and then try to read with me. Not read into, but like, but maybe have a little room to read into, and definitely things to read out of. So it's, for me, it's an exchange. You seem to be sort of pushing the meaning at people, where Yuri is sort of pulling people into the meaning. So I'm saying, you can do both and do a samba, do a super samba, do a waltz. So yeah. Help me explain that to her, Sir Senpai. But wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Sir Senpai? Well? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. I do, I just told you everything you need to say. But whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Help me, Sayori. Sayori? Sayori? Yeah. Everyone's fighting, and it's making Sayori uncomfortable. Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? I'm projecting onto her. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. Whew, Natsuki, calm the fuck down. But also, you sound like me. She would never. It's your immaturity that makes her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Oh my god. This is not what I wanted to happen. Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes... Stop. Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Exactly. What was I saying? Fucking Sayori. Way to go, Say. Everyone's so talented, so why are we fighting? Because, well, I'll suck. Natsuki's cute, and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. Sayori! Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president. I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I was. You weren't, Sir Senpai, because you're a cunt. I guess that means Sayori is amazing in her own way, isn't she? Yeah. You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. Yeah, genuine person, not the retinas of evil. I could only get the chance to talk to her a little more. Oh, she wants to talk to you. Forever. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. So Senpai, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe learn something from your friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the new kinds of poem everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. So Senpai, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either.
Make out with her.
Sayori, about what happened earlier. Yeah, what do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. You know, Sir Senpai, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. Sigh. Looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Probably. In this situation, probably. Stop thinking with your dick. Like, go jerk off before school at your morning break, go home, jerk off again. At lunch, go home, jerk off again. And then maybe you'll be able to think vaguely like a human being. And that's my advice to most teens. Most teen males specifically. I have no personal advice about the sexual advancement and proclivities and general. Like I have no puberty advice for women. I'm sorry, shit's rough. Sorry. We'll just have to see what the future holds. Sayori, I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Okay. I'm gonna keep my own style. Y'all can get fucked up. Meager. Tone. Melancholy. Eternity. Heart I already picked once. And I'm gonna pick it again. So these guys react when I pick something, so... Insight. Okay. Bartley, treasure, jump, explode, electricity, tragedy, judgment, clouds. Treasure. I guess I am like Sayori. Let's see, who wants to get married? Oh, wife material, I guess. Okay, let's go agonizing for the goth chick. Philosophy. Need more prayers. We need as many prayers as we can because of all this evil bullshit. Unrequited. Oh yeah, she's in love with me, and she has an unrequited crush. That's these are sort of tell you. Are you the only person who wants a healthy, loving relationship? If so, then why the fuck do we even bother with these other girls? Okay. Cut it. Melody. Okay, Melody is cute, I guess. Ocean. Climax. Okay. After image, I think I already did that. Desire. Desire. And uncanny. And vertigo. Okay. It's 1:45. It's about 10 minutes after, 15 minutes after I said I wanted to. We'll just save over that. Okay. And honestly, I'm just gonna quit. Or it's 1 in the morning, but it's a 1:45 into the cast. So coffee talk. All right. This is a fun game. Like, legitimately kind of, like, I wish they had more vocabulary words, like they weren't just rolling them over. They might be rolling them over so that I learn how to speak to the different girls. Because there is sort of a strategic layer to how, like, what order you speak to them in. But, yeah. Literature games. We need more of these. Especially ones with, like, hot chicks in them. Even if they are a little bit... I'm dancing. I'm not really into anime. I don't, like... I have yet another ex who is now an anime artist. Like, she's Canadian. I think she works vaguely with Crunchyroll. I'm not sure. Like, we haven't talked in a while. And it's cool, but not the kind of thing I try not to interact too much with my exes, even though I try to be there if they need me. But luckily, they don't tend to need me. Not too often. I think that's why they left. Or maybe why I left. Depends on each individual circumstance. But yeah, I'm actually kind of jazzed now because I had some food, and this was actually kind of fun. The writing in this is really good. Like, a lot of it is cut out in. I saw Jacksepticeye or Markiplier play it once. I think it was Jack, and not all this stuff was in it. It has a little bit more text to go with it, and I like that it involves a lot of reading. It's been, like, reading is fundamental, and it's actually enjoyable. Okay, I'm a little tired, and we should bring this to a close. So, I am your Lizard King, and as always, you are my Lizard Queens. I love you, and Raptor Jesus loves you, and Quetzalcoatl Speed. Did you know that Quetzalcoatl was supposedly, I believe it's the right one, was one of the few gods in Mesoamerica who explicitly did not accept human sacrifices because he loved his human cattle so much. You know what? That guy might be the best of those demons. Those demon heathen gods. Kidding. And I can say that because I'm part Latino. Alright, so I'm your Lizard King. You're all my Lizard Queens. I and Raptor Jesus love you.
This one swimming naked in the fermentarium.
I am the Lizard Queen!
Rick Frog!
Thank you! Oh, worse than useless.
It's okay, Brick Frog. We believe in you. We know that you are not going to allow us to be sacrificed for, upon the rock on the dome and the pyramid in Mexico City. I love you, Brick Frog. So he says to me, sorry man, I don't do crack. And I says to him, hey fuck you man, neither do I.